How's it going, everyone? This is video 7 of the Book of Tokens. We are covering the lovers and Zayin, or Zayn, today. There's the image. All right. This is a meditation on Zayin. I am the sword which is understanding, dividing between the darkness and the light at creation's dawn. Not by addition doth a multiplicity of creatures come into existence. For I, the source of all, am one and alone. Ever, as it is written, beside me there is nothing. Verily, the beginning of all things is division, as Moses saith. In the beginning the Elohim cut apart the heaven and the earth. That, therefore, which to purblind eyes seemeth to be another than myself, that which to the deluded appeareth as somewhat fashioned by my hand, into which I enter not, the wise know as a portion of mine own being set apart for my regard, by mine unfathomable power of self-reflection. This power the secret wisdom calleth the mother. It is the power of understanding, the power also of the Elohim. For in Binah are the Elohim enthroned, and their thrones are set in her. Mine are the thrones, mine the powers of the Elohim, and I, whom men adore as Father, am known also to the wise as the Great Mother, in whose name are hid the names of the Father and the Son. This name is the sharp sword, whereby the one that I am divideth itself into many. From Binah this sharp sword proceedeth, and by its separative force I cleave asunder mine own unity, dividing myself into two, the Father and the Mother. This thou mayest discern in Zayn, or Zayin, whose beginning is the sword of separation, whose middle is the paternal Yod, and whose end referreth by numeration to the gates of the mother. Here too shalt thou perceive the Elohim, for they are 7, and the lights of emanation, for they are 10, and the gates of understanding, for they are 50. Thus, in Zayin, the sword is shown a figure of all things that have been, that are, and that shall be in time to come. And the sword flasheth forth from the heart of the mother into the heart of the son, and its course is the path of the disposing intelligence. This path is called the foundation of beauty and the place of the supernals. And why is it so called? Because it riseth in Binah, and proceedeth into Tiferet. And that same Binah is thus the foundation of beauty, yet her place is among the supernals, for she is the second emanation from the crown. After another manner also is Binah the foundation of beauty, for she is Ama, the mother, and that same Ama is by number 1 with Ben, the son, which is Tiferet. This mother is the great sea. Yet is the power flashing through the path of the sword a fiery power. For the sea is the sphere of Shabbatai, or Shabbatai, which is the secret abode of fire. The fire of the Father is shut up in the water of the Mother, and from this fire and water proceedeth the airy spirit of the path of the sword. And this airy spirit is the breath of my angel, Raphael, he who rightly apportioneth my word, and ruleth as Lord, in the sign of the twins. Then we have a comment on Zayin. There it is there. Zayin, pronounced Zayin, transcribed as Z. The number 7, meaning sword. The disposing intelligence. The sword which is understanding. The letter name, Zayin, means sword. The numeral value of Zin is 67. The same as Binah, Binh, understanding. The beginning of all things is division. The English Bible says, "In the beginning God created," but a literal rendering of the verb bara, B-R-A, is to cut out, to separate, to select. The mother, and that comes from Bereshit or Barashit, is the bara. The mother is Ema or Binah. To this Sephirah, the Kabbalah assigns the divine name Elohim, A-L-H-I-M, and it is said also to be the seat of those cosmic powers named Aralim, A-R-A-L-I-M, thrones. Kabbalistically, the thrones are the 12 because Aralim adds up to 282, and the digits of this number reduce to 11. These are the thrones of the breath of lives, because 282, the number of Aralim, is also the number of Ruach Chayim, or Ruach Chayim, R-V-C-H-C-H-I-I-M, breath of lives, or living breath, in whose name are hid the names of the Father and the Son, refers to the word Binah, B-I-N-H. Excuse me. B-I-N-H, composed of the letters forming the divine name Yah, I-H, or Jah, which is referred to Hokmah. Also called the Father, combined with the letters forming the name Ben, B-N, referred to Tiferet, also called the Son, as it is written, "The mother concealeth the power of the Father, and manifesteth that power in the Son." This is true on all planes. The letter name Zayin, Z-I-N, begins with Z, the sword, has I, the paternal yod, for its middle letter, and ends with Nun, the value of which, 50, refers to the 50 gates of Binah, the mother. The Elohim are traditionally 7, thus corresponding to the number of Z. The lights of emanation, that's the Hebrew Z, Zayin, not the Latin Z, or English. The lights of emanation, Sephirot, are 10, corresponding to the numeration of I. The gates of understanding are 50, corresponding to the numeration of the letter Nun, N. The path of the disposing intelligence, attributed to Zayin, begins in Binah, the mother, and ends in Tiferet, the son. Great C is a name sometimes applied to Binah, and Binah is also Shabbatai. S-H-B-T-H-A-I, the sphere of Saturn, physically. Saturn in alchemy is lead. Alchemical lead is the secret abode of fire, because Binah, although the Sephira is called the root of water by practical Kabbalists, nevertheless conceals in her depths the active, fiery power of Hokmah, the root of fire, just as the name Ema contains the paternal I and has B-I-N-H, is formed from Yah, I-H, a name of the Father, and B-N, a name of the Son. The airy spirit of the path of Zayin is a reference to the airy quality of the zodiacal sign, Gemini, whose ruler, according to the Kabbalah, is Raphael, angel of the planet Mercury. All right, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. I hope you have a good rest of the day, good rest of the week or weekend, whatever day it is when you're watching this. I hope to see you in the next one. Please take care.